Okay, people, this is another one of my award-winning teaching moment videos, and the only reason I make these is because people keep screwing up and I don't like to see it. So I'm going to try to give you some more help on the T50 series brake boosters as used in the 190 sedan, 190 SL, 300 SL, etc. Now then, this is the diaphragm that came out of this most recent booster just came in. Here's the can that came out of, and here's the diaphragm. So let's start with the can. They did a wonderful job of painting it black, which we all know is if you painted something black, that means it's been rebuilt and it's ready to rock and roll. Well, that's not the case. So painting it black does not indicate a rebuild. What they neglected to do was plate it like it was originally supposed to be plated, which is what we have here. This is plated, and you see it gets plated on the outside, so it looks pretty. It also gets plated on the inside, so we will not have rust and corrosion occurring on the inside of the can. And the little rust pits, I don't know if you can see them or not, but these are all rust pits here, rust sections. Well, that rust flakes off and it really tears up the diaphragm that's inside the vacuum canister. All right, so now we've got, let's say we've got this replated and we're ready to rock and roll. We want to put our diaphragm in. We want to put a new diaphragm in. Well, originally, as you can see by this hole right here, this vacuum booster had a leather diaphragm inside. That hole is so you could put mineral oil in there, and mineral oil up to this level here. And what it does is it wicks around the leather diaphragm and lubricates it. And this is what the leather diaphragm looks like. Here's the leather right here, and it's a multi-piece item. You got a plate here, you got a plate here. This is just holding it together because there's a spring right here. There's a spring steel that keeps tension on this diaphragm, and you got this wick back here. So you've got, it's a 4-piece unit. Plate here, leather diaphragm, wick, 5-piece, and the spring steel. And when you rebuild the booster, you'd get a kit in the day, and the kit would come with a brand new, upgraded rubber vacuum diaphragm. And this is all that would be installed on your shaft right here. You would take this all apart and install this diaphragm on the shaft. Well, somebody has decided to combine the two. So we've got our steel plate here, and our spring steel from the leather diaphragm. Then we've got our rubber diaphragm, which comes with its own steel plate, and that's sandwiched in there. And this thing weighs a ton, and I cannot imagine the booster having been functioning. So you don't combine the two types of booster diaphragms. And when this diaphragm is eliminated and the rubber diaphragm is installed, what you do is you take your plug right here. There's a plug that screws in from the outside for putting mineral oil in here. You take that plug and you screw it in from the inside, which means nobody can access it and accidentally put mineral oil inside here when you have a rubber diaphragm. And the rubber diaphragm, by the way, takes a permanent lubrication, permanent grease that lubes it forever, and you pack it into these this cross hatching right here to so the grease stays there forever and lubricates the diaphragm. And you can see originally where there was a level of oil in here at one time, but that's I'm just trying to keep you guys out of trouble out there. Hope this helps somebody.